Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I decided for today's video that I wanted to talk about my schooling because that is probably one of the most asked questions that I get. What school do I go to? Why did I choose the school that I go to? What does my schooling entail? What kind of books do I have to have? How much does it cost? All those kinds of questions. So in today's video, I'm going to try my best to address all of those questions. If I miss anything that you're curious about, please leave me comments down below and I will try my best to answer them to the best of my abilities. If you're new to my channel, what's up? All of my social media and my other veterinary vlogs will be linked down below if you're interested in checking any of that out. In this video, I'm going to be going over a bunch of school stuff. I'm also going to be going over a lot of textbook information because I get a lot of questions on that. If you're a beginner, there are textbooks in here that are going to be good for you. If you've been working in veterinary medicine and you want to extend your knowledge, there are going to be books mentioned for you, and if you're advanced, there's also books in here for you too. For those of you that do not know, I am in school to get a degree in veterinary nursing, and then after I graduate, I will take my boards to get my veterinary nursing license, which I'm extremely terrified about. I will make an entire other video about the VT&E, which that stands for the Veterinary Technician National Examination. So the program to get your veterinary nursing degree is a 2-year program. There are lots of different programs out there. There are tons of online schools you can go to. There are a bunch of actual campus schools you can go to. And if you've never worked in veterinary medicine, I think going to an actual campus school is the best option. Where you're gonna get a lot of hands-on training if you haven't gotten it working in a clinic. And in my opinion, that is the best. If you've never done anything in a vet clinic, then going to an on-site campus, I think, is the best. For those of us that have worked in a clinic, I do think online school is a great option for us. I've worked in a clinic for 7 years now, and then I decided to go and get my veterinary nursing degree. So that's why I decided to go online. Okay, so we're gonna talk about my school, the one that I chose. I chose to go to Cedar Valley College. It is a college based out of Dallas, Texas. They do have a distance learning program. That's the program that I am enrolled in. I chose this program because it is a very hands-on program, and I am a very hands-on learner. I'm not the person that can sit in a classroom and listen to a lecture and be able to regurgitate it back to you. That's just not me. I'm the person that has to read about it and I have to apply it to be able to fully understand what I'm doing. Hello? So that is why I chose Cedar Valley College. I will have all their information linked down below if that is something that you're interested in, but if you are interested in that program, you have got to work at a clinic to be able to go through this program. The reasons why is because a lot of the procedures that I do that you guys get to watch, they are actually recorded for my professors and I have to submit them for a grade. So you have to be really confident in what you're doing. Also, there does have to be a licensed veterinary nurse that oversees your procedures or a veterinarian. In my case, my boss, which is my veterinarian, is my preceptor and she signs off on all of my assignments and she has to be featured in a lot of my videos. Cedar Valley College is a college that they do have deadlines, they have semesters. Now, another online college that I get questions about is Penn Foster. I personally don't have any experience with Penn Foster. However, 2 of my coworkers are enrolled in their program and they seem to really like it a lot. I think the main difference with Penn Foster, it is a very work at your own pace program. They're not as hands-on as the college that I attend, so that is the main difference in my opinion. And you do not have to work at a vet clinic to be able to go through Penn Foster. I know that the reason that my coworkers decide to go with Penn Foster is because they do have like monthly payments you can do instead of having to pay the entire tuition up front. Now, Cedar Valley College does require that you pay all of the tuition up front for each semester. They do have financial aid. It is very expensive, but in my opinion, it is worth it, and anything worth having isn't cheap or easy. So I wanna say on average, each semester is probably about $2,500, and some of them have even been $3,000, if not a little bit more. Now, that tuition does not include my books, which those are really expensive too, but this is easily over $1,000 worth of textbooks, and I'm not even done. Yeah, that's a lot of textbooks. I have 2 more semesters left, so yeah. There are a couple books here and there that I got for free, just little manuals, and I'm gonna show you all of these, and I'll try my best to find all of them and link them down below if you're interested in checking any of them out. Most of my textbooks I actually got off Amazon, and I have read each and every one of these textbooks from front to back. I had to. So for those of you that asked me if vet tech school is hard, Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. It's a lot of information that you've got to know. It's a lot of studying. It's a lot of homework. It's a lot of skills that you have to apply and a lot of knowledge that you have to know. But it is, in my opinion, completely worth it, and that's why I continue to do it. I'm going to go through each one of these books, and I'm not going to take a lot of time on them. I just want to show you what they are and kind of explain a little bit about each of them in case you're interested in getting them. We'll start with this little guy right here. This is the Small Animal Veterinary Nerd book. I love this book so much. I use it every single day. Basically what it is a giant summary of all of these books into one. Because it's a summary, you do have to know what's in these books to be able to even understand what they're talking about in this book. If you're a veterinarian or a licensed nurse, I do highly recommend this book to you guys. Next is this little one. This is my essential calculations for veterinary nurses and technicians. It basically is just a little cheat sheet of calculations to do fluid doses, dosing for medications, things like that. This book was actually so helpful when I started to learn how to suture because it has pictures in it. So it does have colored pictures and it shows you step by step how to do each kind of suture. Now, when I was learning, it was really hard. So this book definitely helped me out a lot. I use this little book all the time when I'm trying to decide what kind of suture is best for different types of wounds. This little book I got from free, this book I got for free from Hill's Pet Nutrition. They make the food Science Diet. In my opinion, Science Diet and Royal Canin are the best foods, hands down. I will not feed my pets anything other than Hills or Science Diet. I completed a nutrition course on the Hills website, which I'll have linked down below. But it teaches you about nutrition. It was required for my nutrition class in school, but this program I think is free if anyone wants to take it. I'm not sure, but I'll have it linked down below. This bad boy right here, which is huge, is my Saunders Comprehensive Veterinary Dictionary. I love this book so much. I mean, it's a veterinary dictionary, so while I'm reading my books and I'm like, oh my god, I have no idea what that word means, then I look it up in here and it is amazing. I love this book. I have no idea where I got it, but I'll try to find it and link it down below. This book is my Parasitology book. It was required for my class. I did like this book a lot because it has pictures with it and it has descriptions next to all of it, so it was very easy to read and very easy to understand. This book is amazing. This one, and where's my other one? Let me find it amongst all of this. These two books I love, 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 love. If you're a veterinarian or a veterinary nurse, or you're starting out in the field and you know absolutely nothing about dentistry, you need both of these books. They are amazing. This explains how to do nerve blocks. It also shows diseases that you see in the mouth, different kind of tumors, what a furcation is, what an abscess is, different types of periodontal pockets. It shows how to sharpen your tools. If you don't feel like you're that knowledgeable in dentistry, this is a great book to have. Also, this one, I love this one. So when I'm teaching my coworkers how to do dental radiographs, because it is a skill, it is very hard to get the hang of doing dental radiographs, this book is amazing. And it also has pictures. So it shows you different diseases that you're gonna see on the x-rays, what a normal tooth looks like, how do you know if the tooth is abnormal. It shows you things like how to identify vertical and horizontal bone loss, furcations. It's really, really a great book. This book is like a general summary of farm animal medicine and surgery, so there's no pictures or anything, but it just has different diseases categorized. So it was really hard to read, first off, but it does have a lot of good information in it. This book I have read from front to back, and it was actually a really good help for me for my anatomy and physiology class, just because it breaks down everything. Some classes require this book and some classes don't, so it kind of depends, but I did like this book a lot. I have two other ones that I would recommend more than that one. This book is amazing. I do like this one a lot more than this one because it is in color. If you get grossed out easily, you probably don't want to see this. It shows the anatomy in this like textbook version, but then it also shows it in a realistic version, which definitely helps a lot because not everything looks like this and it is not this easy to identify, and all the pages are like that. So if you're a vet student taking anatomy, physiology, or a technician, this book is hands down amazing and I highly recommend it. This one is the same thing except it's a coloring book, which was so helpful for me. So it just has a bunch of different templates that you can sit here and color. Next is this bad boy right here. And I use this book every single day. It shows me all of the doses for every type of drug there is. So these two books were my actual anatomy physiology books. This is my textbook and this was the laboratory manual that came with it. So basically you learned about it in this one and then you filled out your homework in this one. Most schools, these are the textbooks that are required for the anatomy physiology class. This was required, I'm pretty sure this is required in every veterinary nursing school. It's just general knowledge on how to restrain animals properly. So it goes through all of that. Also how to clean ears, how to give medications, how to handle dogs that are trying to eat your face or cats. So if you've never worked in a clinic before and you want to, this would be a great book to have and read. It's actually not that big, so it would be a pretty easy read because if you go, everyone is going to require you to know how to properly restrain a dog, and this will teach you how to do it. So these two books I will be using this semester. So I have not read them yet, but they're just textbooks on laboratory and exotic pet medicine. I took pharmacology last semester and I really want to burn this book because I'm so tired of reading it, and some of it was really hard for me to understand, but finally got the hang of it. This textbook was required by my class, but it teaches you the basics of pharmacology. This textbook I'm actually going to be using this semester, so I have not read it yet, and I start on Monday, but this is just my veterinary radiology textbook. So this semester I'm taking clinical pathology 1 and 2, so that's what these textbooks are for. So I have not read them from front to back yet, so I don't know how good they are, but this one is my laboratory procedures for veterinary technicians, and this is my veterinary hematology and clinical chemistry textbook. This book was actually really cool. I took a equine class, I had to, this past semester, so it taught me, I know nothing of horses, I know nothing about horses. So if you know nothing about horses and you want to, then this is a good book to keep. This book is absolutely hands down probably one of my favorite books along with this. They're the same, one of them is just a cat, one of them is a dog version. I was given these books from our Royal Canin representative, but it goes over all about nutrition in canine and felines, why nutrition is such an important part of your pet's life. It also goes over different nutritional disorders and things like that. This was another book required for my large animal farm animal class that I took. It was a bunch of just clinical procedures, how to place a catheter in pigs, things of that nature. Y'all saw a bunch of that stuff in my past videos because I had to do it for school. Oh my gosh, we're on the last one, which is this big daddy right here. I love this book. This is the clinical textbook for veterinary technicians. It goes over animal behavior, it goes over parasitology, it goes over small animal medical nursing, fluid therapy and transfusions, surgical instruments, it goes over dentistry, it goes over it goes over also geriatric and hospice care for pets. So this book I use all the time. A lot of my classes do require me to refer back to this book a lot. All right, I think I've been talking for long enough. I hope this video was helpful for you guys and that I didn't scare you off, but this is a big part of my life and I wanted to share it with y'all. If you have any questions, leave me comments down below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!